Great awakening, you beautiful brave hearts all over the world. We're coming to you from Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico, and we are sitting in the DOD5Star, okay, Health and Healing Retreat. And this is Rita.
Hi everybody, hi beautiful brave hearts all around the world. Rita here saying hi to you.
And Rita is a New World practitioner, and she's actually here. And she is the practitioner that is staying at the DOD5Star and helping and supporting 3 people on their healing journey. But Rita is from Kelowna, British Columbia, and just know if you're from that area, okay, don't hesitate to call, because she has a DOD Power Pack clinic up there, and it's actually called DOD Power Pack Health and Healing Clinic, and they have a cell sonic regeneration, cardio med bed, non-surgical. They do everything that we do down here, okay? And here we have a beautiful lady, and her name is Teresa. Teresa.
Hello, hi.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna ask her a couple questions, and I hope I'm not putting her on the spot. But how did you feel before we started and when you first got here? Leery?
Very leery, unsure of what was going to happen, but I was definitely open-minded to everything that was here. So I was anxious at first, but I'm very calm now. Very pleased.
And most people, just so you understand this, it's understandable. Mm-hmm. I don't talk to hardly anybody that isn't at the end of their rope. They spent enough money. They spent enough time. And I just did a consult with a beautiful lady, and you won't know where she's from, but her name is Karen. And she said that up until 2 months ago, it was over. She was done. She was done. She's been battling with something for 10 years. Some people longer, I get it. Between the money she spent and the promises she had. And you can believe this or not believe this, but she said, Dr. Wolfe, watching your shows, I've made more changes in my life and I've had more results than all the money I spent in 10 years. Now, I want no credit for this because Teresa's not coming here to be a practitioner, but she is leaving being her own practitioner. So let's walk through. So when she came here, the first thing we did was we took almost 2 hours, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we did a strategy, right?
Yes,
So we built in a strategy. And understand, so the New World practitioner that actually works on the people actually stays here. And there's only 3 people that are allowed to come for health and healing and basically learning how to find their authentic self. That's only 3. We're not going to do any more. Okay? And it works, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It does work.
Absolutely.
It does
Yes.
work. Okay? And so we built it, so we talked about the diet and everything. Can you tell them what type of a diet plan you're on? How many days you've been here?
7 days. 7.
Now, if it's okay with her, and if it isn't, we won't, but we have pictures that we'll actually put in the DOD5Star if it's okay with her. She can pick them out or she can say none. That's how we work. The reality is why do we do this? It's not about to market you to come here. It's to show you that you don't have to maybe come here, but the reality is to show you that nothing's impossible. Like, would you have believed that if I would have told you that we would get this far in 7 days, would you believe that?
No.
Huh?
No, I didn't believe it.
No. So when I say this, and you can confirm it, ladies, have we reduced your stomach, your abdomen by 10 inches?
Yes.
We took 10 inches off her waistline in 7 days. Okay? All right, and she's getting tone back already. Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
Now,
it is.
we're going to run through the protocol with you. So we're going to take a few minutes. This isn't to sell you anything. I'm trying to tell you that you've been lied to. I'm trying to tell you that 99% of the health practitioners out there do not understand what we teach. And how long have you been trying to get well?
Oh, a long time. I've tried many different things and gone to many different places, tried all these different supplements, and nothing was working. Diets, everything, so.
So here's what I tell people. When you're ready to take massive personal action, come to us. I mean, now you've taken you've taken many different types of supplements and
Yes.
things of that nature, right?
Nothing helps.
So would you say that ours are pretty good?
Absolutely. I feel very energized. Very energized. More stamina. My thinking, my fog in my brain is starting to definitely clear up. That I didn't.
Okay, now remember something. You have to come here and buy into my BS. Like I had to tell you, didn't I? That if you're not going to have unconditional love for yourself and let the past completely go, let the future completely go, and I said stay in the moment, but there is no such thing as a moment. There isn't. There's the eternal now. There's no past, there's no future, there's no present, only eternal now. If she can stay in the eternal now, and then right now, you at the beginning maybe not, but now you know when we tell you something, we're not doing it to make more money out of you. It's because you're going to win.
Right.
You got that,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And at the beginning, nobody has that. Everybody comes, you know, I want to believe, I want to have faith, but yeah. Okay? Why don't you walk through and you fill in the gaps? So day one, we got to work right away, didn't we?
Yes.
Right away, because we got to get to work right away. You were here for how long?
25 days.
25 days,
I'll be
okay?
here, yes.
Usually I say that we need 3 weeks, but guess what? She bought into this. And after the second day, she actually saw the change in her body, didn't you? The second day. Now, you're not going to believe this, and you're going to go, this can't be true, and oh, blah, blah, blah. And understand, now I want you to tell what we did and everything that we're doing with her, and you fill in the gaps, and I'll just
Okay.
listen.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, she's following all the protocol. You know, she's taking a
Do day number. We'll talk about the nutraceuticals after.
Yeah.
I want you to go through day 1, 2, and what did we work on and what did she do? Like, okay, so I'll just help out here because
Lower back.
We first thing we did was we did her lower back, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we wanted her to feel that relief right away. So get her lower back and her coccyx open.
Yeah.
Right. So before we did that, we did what's called cell sonic regeneration. You've heard me speak, and I'll be on. I'm on every second Tuesday with the DOD Power Pack, and that's people who own Power Pack clinics that actually have purchased the cell sonic regeneration and cardio med bed through us, and have started Power Pack clinics and watch them, and then you watch the testimonials. We're not making this up. So first thing we did was you did the cell sonic, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then Wolfe non-surgical, and then cell sonic.
Well, then we did Wolfe non-surgical on her low back. And the main thing, everybody, you need to understand, you know how you go to the chiropractor, and you go to the chiropractor, guess what? You go to the chiropractor every second week, every third week, every fourth week. Guess what, guys? What about the chiropractors that are saying that if you sign a contract and buy a year's worth of chiropractic, I'll give you a discount? Understand, they're doing great in aligning things, but that all pops out. Okay, I can tell you right now, when we did her low back, we realigned her spine. We also took the SI joints that are on either side of your back, lower back, and that's why you waddle like a duck. That's why you might have drop foot. That's why you have sciatica pain going down your leg. That's why you feel like your back's gonna go out. And so, Rita, how long did you work on her low back? Now, this is what you need to understand. You can think of anything you want, but I'm a professional, and we are professionals here. And guess what? I right now have what? Just a t-shirt on, okay? And I have shorts on because I'm not going to put the dog on for nobody. But I'll tell you one thing. When she came to healthcare, she came to the Ritz-Carlton, okay, of healthcare. So let me make that perfectly clear, okay? So you did what? How long did it take you to do her low back?
Well, in total, it was 90 minutes.
90
So,
minutes, and
yeah,
that's the
90 minutes.
non-surgical. So
Yeah.
first we do the cell sonic, which is 2,500 volts, put into a love harmonic that goes in and fractures the calcium and actually puts 0.04 volts back into the cells, which they were supposed to have. But due to the crystallization, calcification, scar tissue formation, and scar tissue is just dehydrated, beautiful tissue that's now beef jerky, the same thing you buy at the corner store and you chew on, okay? All right? So now that took 90 minutes, and that was just from sacrum, okay, L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, and L6 and 7. That's as high as we went. Then we went down and we did right down to the tip of the coccyx. Why? Because you need to go to the tip of the coccyx. You need to loosen up all the coccyx because that is the root chakra, the most important chakra of a woman. Because right behind the vaginal canal, right behind the ovaries, right behind the uterus, right behind the fallopian tubes, the bladder, okay, is the coccyx. So we had to loosen that so the dog's tail would wag again. And understand something, all the information and communication from your good bacteria gets fed into the tip of the coccyx. Who knows this? Tell me this. You know how many practitioners right now have been in business 20, 30, 40 years and don't even know this? If we don't go in and open up her pelvis and open up the coccyx, we don't open up the root chakra. And understand something. That's how you're going to get her energy to flow. So remember, your good bacteria, which you already know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She didn't have any, or very little. But we're on our way back, aren't you? How's your tummy feeling?
Feeling's great. Yep.
Okay, remember 10 inches in 6 days. Because yesterday it was that flat. But now it's toning up, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, we have all the photos and everything.
Yeah, we have all the photos. And
Yeah.
if she allows it,
Yeah.
and and even if we have to white out or black out, but I don't know. Yeah, I just say things lightly and understand something. Guys, it's not like we run a place like we used to. We used to run 200 capacity. We run 3 capacity, so understand something. We have a waiting line for people to get in. We don't have we take the people that really want to be here. She's going to go home. She's changed forever. She will be changed forever, and I'll let her say it herself. So now we did the coccyx. That was 90 minutes. Now, after we did her, we also did cell-sonic regeneration because we just took apart 30, 40 years of emotional and physical trauma being put into that area of her body. Sexual trauma is in that area, okay? Digestive trauma, and my back is breaking because I have such a load emotionally and physically. So understand that. So now we did that, okay? Then she went on the cardio med bed.
Yep.
So the cardio med bed, if you had perfect circulation, what would you have? And I'll let her explain that to you. So now day 2, what happened?
Day 2.
Oh, and also remember something. She also heads to the pool, right?
Yes.
It's a salt water, copper, zinc, silver, ionized, saltwater structured pool. What do you think of it for swimming?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Yes.
Yeah. And during the day, that first day, we taught her how to do the most powerful infrared therapy because we have the most powerful infrared therapy here. One that you sit on and it'll come up 17 to 20 inches up your spine. It'll totally light up your ovaries, your uterus, your bladder. I mean, you feel it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the energy radiating right
Yeah.
through your spine? Okay. And then we have another one that you can put on other parts of the body. And then we also have, at the same time that you're sitting on the infrared chair, that you're getting that up into your spine and your spinal fluid, you're also, okay, you also got your hand in an Avicen, which increases your microcirculation by 66%, more than any other device on the planet. An actual Avicen is, guess what, 400% better than sitting in an infrared sauna for detoxifying and for moving the lymph. So now she's sitting on that, she's got her hand in this, and she's got her face in a full spectrum light called a bioptron, the only full spectrum light going. And you can have your red light therapy, but full spectrum light is the key, and people don't talk about that, okay?
And with her Tesla glasses on as well.
And with, yeah, and then also she's using what's called the vitamin D crystal light. If you go on my pdgfree.com guide or go on our website, you'll see it's a full body vitamin D light with pure quartz crystal. And you hope you know that quartz crystal is not solid and it's not liquid. And it also holds more information and has the highest vibration of communication of frequency on the planet. So now the vitamin D is coming through the crystal panels, and it's actually, it isn't just vitamin D, it's vitamin D crystalline. Tesla made that up, said that if we all had crystal windows, that guess what, nobody would get sick. Well, who's going to afford it? So we bought these crystals and we selling them for like $1,800 for a pair. And now if I go to make the same crystals since COVID, they're $3,400. So understand, everyone, it's not a pitch, but I think we have 8 sets left. When they're gone, it's done. No more crystal panels, unless somebody wants to pay $3,400 for just 4.5 feet of crystal panels, because everything's gone crazy. The world's gone crazy. So anyways, that's what she plays with through the day, and she stands on a vibration plate, a good one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one here is the same one that they use in the European Olympics. Okay? That one there.
And then she got the thumper.
And then the thumper to use on her belly, to use on her back, to use it on her feet. Okay? So understand, everything revolves around loving and caring for your beautiful body. And I mean your beautiful body. And if you don't believe it's a beautiful body, we need to change that real quick. So the second day, what did we work on?
Spine.
Spine. So now we did the whole spine, and that took how long?
90 minutes.
90 minutes. And guess what? We go through, and when we get done the spine, that person will be 1 inch, no less than 1 inch taller. And that's where you lost your height, was in your spine. Your discs, they got infected, inflamed, dehydrated, and guess what? So now you're losing your height. You didn't have, I mean, when you go to the doctor, even a medical doctor, he says you're losing bone calcium. What's he talking about? What, are your bones getting shorter, or did your head shrink from one of those African head shrinkers? I'm not really sure. I'm confused. Anyways, so we'll bring your height back, okay? All right? So now she had that done. But before she had that done, we did 1,200 pulses. You did.
Yeah.
When I look at me, taking all the credit. So we did, Rita from Kelowna, British Columbia, DOD Power Pack Clinic, who's down here helping me, because Sage is on the road. As you know, if you've been watching our stuff, he's on the road for 7 months helping all the Power Pack clinics. So we did this, okay? Yeah. Which was 1,200 pulses, then an hour and a half of non-surgical. And I mean, it was a little bit painful, but you're stopping, you're taking breaks and breathing, moaning, groaning. You might even have an emotional release, and that's what issues in the tissues. If you can't process it, you store it. It's called a tumor. It's called a pimple. It's called a cyst. Okay, are you with me yet? Okay, it's called a fibroid. Are you with me yet? It's called a calcification. So if you can't process properly, and trust me, guys, and with all the respect in the world, we are all raised, okay, by our parents and by all the schools that we go to be, okay, emotionally immature for life. Okay, all right? So that's why we're so sick, because we run sick beliefs, and it's not your fault. Now, so that was that day. So remember, then she finishes that. Then she goes and she does the cardio med bed. But then she started doing the cardio med bed, what?
Twice
a day. Guess what? We're ramping this sucker up. Now, we can't do that with everyone, because a lot of people come as victims. A lot of people go, oh, you know, just, I try not to do too much. It's just too. Now, Teresa, okay, all right. She said, I want it all. Just do it. And guys, I mean, if you saw the first picture and you see her face now, so that was
her energy and everything.
And her energy.
Just being around her, very strong.
All we did was create strategies, and guess what she said? I'm taking it back. If you don't believe me, she's taking her life back, and we know this woman's not going to give it away. Okay? In 2 months, I've got a person coming who went home and gave it away. Okay? He went home because his wife wouldn't change her diet. Her wife it got really jealous, and that's what he said. So don't worry, you're not going to know this person. The wife got really jealous, okay, and undermined him in every which way. His diet, his health. When he would do his exercise and do something like that, she would distract him. And guess what? It's not because she's a bad person. She just doesn't buy into my BS. And she doesn't want to exercise. She doesn't want to eat right and understand something. And guess what, guys? His wife's over 100 pounds overweight. And she's so emotionally damaged, okay, that she was physically, probably sexually abused. Now, I'm not going to get into this, but I'm telling you the God's truth, all right? All right? And I knew that, and I said it to him, and he said, yeah, there's a story behind this, and you're absolutely right. So what happens when you are so programmed and you are so in lockdown from a subconscious that is so scared of living? You don't make a move. You stay right here. Well, maybe I'm suffering. Maybe I'm not moving ahead. Maybe things aren't great for me, but at least I'm not dead. That's how your subconscious thinks, okay? And you better watch out for your subconscious, because it's a bad boy, bad girl, and it's not you. And the reality is, if you don't want to crack that coconut and you don't want to reprogram, then you buckle up for the ride of your life. So after the spine, the next day,
Well, we did ears and neck.
ears and neck. Okay, all right.
Because she was having like some issues with the ears.
So we're going to go in. We
Yeah.
did all around the ears, Cellsonic. We did the neck. And understand, especially from COVID and all the BS, because we actually believe in the government. Why would we do that? I don't know. But anyways, everybody got terrorized through COVID. And the reality is most people are in lockdown right here. And this is where your vagus nerve is. And now your vagus nerve never releases. So you're never in a parasympathetic state, which is in a relaxed, calm state. And guess what? Everybody walks around, they can be exhausted, but it's like they're so full of anxiety, like the shoe's gonna drop. I hope you're getting this. This is a fact. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the only guy that gives money back guarantees for consultations, trainings, master classes, okay, and all my courses. Remember that, everybody. So I better be right. And it's not that I'm right, okay? You need to become the light for yourself, not me. I cannot do that for you. So we did that, and what else? What's the next day?
And then we did the hips.
Then
There's
we-
a lot of release there.
Yeah, and there's where the anger is held for a woman, okay? Lots of anger there, okay? The lovemaking wasn't good from the boys. A lot of anger is held in the hips because of the way women are treated medically. Trust me, they're disrespected, okay? Women are disrespected by men, and men really need to grow the hell up, okay? What's next?
And then knee and feet.
Then we did knee and feet. And why don't you talk about the feet? When we did the feet, okay, purple and black came up, and that was actually her feet were heading into neuropathy, but it's actually necrosis. You're actually getting cell death because you've lost the electrical conductivity and the oxygen. That's right. And now it's all coming back, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Her feet are pink. They're not purple now. And they were purple and black when just even yesterday a little bit still, right?
Yes.
And she's walking with way more confidence. The beginning, she was wobbling, and
Okay.
she's walking.
And remember, everyone, you're still just on watermelon. What else?
A blender drink, which
Yeah.
is coconut milk, and either strawberries, blueberries, amino acids, and
Black gold.
Yeah. Black gold.
Ultimate coffee enema once to twice a day.
Right.
Because we got to purge the liver, get rid of all the anger and all the stored toxins. Okay. All right. Okay.
Right.
And you know, she probably will come off of this around Monday or Tuesday. Okay. We'll know. She'll know. We'll know. It'll be like I'll walk in. She'll go, you know. Yeah, I know.
I want to eat.
It's time, but not yet. We're not ready yet.
Not yet.
Well, I say we're. It's as if I'm suffering with her. But you're not suffering too bad, are you? No. Okay, all right, so then what do we do?
And today we did the abdomen and pelvic.
The abdominal and the
Abdominal
pelvic.
and then pelvic.
Now, believe it or not, we could not do the abdominal or pelvic today. We strategized everything. If I did the abdominal and pelvic, we would have taken her money. She would have been inflamed and in pain. And it would have been so brutal. Remember, we had 10 inches come off her waistline in 7 days. Now it's flat, okay? All right, look at. Can I just show? I would like to show this. Watch. There's a flat abdomen, guys. And you can believe it or not believe it. And I don't mean any disrespect, but you look like you could have been at least a good 7 months pregnant, right?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and understand. So don't you dare give up on you. Don't you dare give up on your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. You smarten up. Smarten up. Don't be a dumb bunny. Be a smart cookie, as my friend Jenny would say. Understand that. Be a smart cookie for once. Okay? Just know we've all been screwed over. Okay, so what did we do today? We did pelvic and abdomen?
Yeah, abdomen. Yeah, a
Wanna
lot
talk-
of adhesion there.
Yeah, well, there's going to be tons in everyone. Every time that you have bloating, every time that you have cramping, every time you have low back pain, every time you have groinal pain, every time that you feel pressure up on your chest, that's all because of your abdomen. And it's 95% of the time it's your large intestine. Go figure, eh? Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how'd it go?
It was painful, but I feel definitely better.
Yeah, you
Yes.
feel like an emotional and physical load is off, yes or no?
Yes. I had a lot of scar tissue. I had 5 C-sections. Yeah, there was a lot of adhesions.
Well, you know what you should have done? You should have told the doctor the first time to just put a zipper in there.
Yeah. So there was lots of adhesions. I had a lot of pain in my bladder. I don't know if the adhesions are attached to the bladder
They are.
or what.
So adhesions, everyone. So understand, when you get a cesarean just once, okay, within 2 to 3 years, you have what we have 2 to 3 inch feeders. They're actually adhesions. They run off the scar. Okay, these adhesions wrap around your large intestine, your small intestine. You can't digest properly. Guess what? After cesarean, lovemaking sucks. Okay, you're numbing out that whole pelvic area. It's like okay, so you've got this scar tissue. Remember, scar tissue has no life, and it blocks, and that's why you have all the pressure in here, because your spirit energy, okay, your spirit energy wants to move throughout the body. Your blood wants to move throughout the body. Your lymph wants to move. All of these things are being blocked. And understand, she got adhesions that were wrapped around her ovaries, her uterus, her bladder, and around her pubic bone. Okay, all right. And with women, your pubic bone is supposed to be flat, not have a hump. The more of a hump you have, men and women, the closer you are to prostate problems, and women, uteral and ovarian problems, okay? And that's all calcification and scar tissue formation wrapped around the pubic bone. I hope you're getting this. I hope you're getting this. I hope you know that whether you go to the DOD5Star here in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, or you go to the DOD Power Pack in British Columbia, Canada, okay, or any of the other power packs that we've created throughout the United States, Europe, Australia, and we're going to be opening up at Jim Gale's, St. Cloud, Florida, in the beginning of January. No, in January we open up. Our grand opening will be around February 1st, and it will be a complete power pack run by Dr. Sage Wolfe, okay? All right? We're going to rock it there. We're going to have our trainings there with him. And if you look up Jim Gale, look up Food Forest Abundance, okay? And you're going to find out he's in 57 countries. And with me and him coming together, that's it. That's it. Okay? And we've been talking about this for 2 years now. So, you know, it's almost another year. But guess what? When we open up, we're going to rock this thing, okay? All right? You know, he teaches how to be sovereign, you know, financially, and with your food and with your life. I teach how to be sovereign with your health. So the two of us coming together, okay, with my son, Dr. Sage Wolfe, we're bringing the thunder down, and you better know it. And we are going the right way, and we are working for you, everybody out there, okay? So anyways, you're going to be here how much longer?
I think 15 more days.
So in 15 days, guess what? She has almost lost all the weight she needs to lose in 7 days. Am I right or wrong?
And now she's going to tone up.
So now we're toning up. And you're in the pool how often?
Twice a day.
Twice a day, okay? I actually came today. I got my bathing suit on. That's why I'm dressed like this, because I'm going to show her some core exercises in the pool, okay? All right? So anyways, and can you tell them what nutraceuticals we have you on? Between the two of you.
Right. I'm on Black Gold.
Black Gold is for her mouth to her rectum. It picks up heavy metals, parasites, chemicals, all the toxins. It'll hold 300 to 400% its weight in these parasites and toxins. And when it does it, it locks it down. So when you're detoxifying, you don't have any symptoms. And then when the Black Gold actually gets to the large intestine, it reinstates the good bacteria better than, if you're buying good bacteria products and swallowing them, it's the craziest waste of money. I don't care what anybody's saying. Mommy's bacteria is the only bacteria that can be reinstated properly. And it can be reinstated by what's called humic fulvic, which we have the purest form. We're the only company that I know of that use no chemicals to process. Did you get that? I hope you did. Okay.
From Drumheller,
Drumheller, Alberta.
Yeah.
So you're on Black Gold.
Right, I'm on Ormus Minerals.
Yeah.
Ormus Minerals, we can show you proof, third-party testing. Our electrolyte minerals are the highest charged minerals that we know of on the planet. They come from Antarctic. Not Antarctic, they come from the Arctic. My apologies. And then they get converted into plant minerals, and then they go through a process that's almost 4 weeks long to make them Ormus, which means it works on an emotional etheric part. And then we have what's called also Beyond Ormos Minerals magnesium spray, and that's for pain, that's for loosening things up. You can rub that in. That all absorbs right into the bloodstream, okay?
Infinite iodine spray.
And are you nebulizing?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So you're spraying the infinite iodine and probably doing what, 10 sprays twice a day?
Yes.
Okay. And then nebulizing as much as you can think about it, okay? As much as you can. Because the infinite iodine is the only pure molecular iodine on the planet. It's the only non-toxic one. We have stage 4 inflammation. They call it cancer patients taking 1.5 ounces a day plus nebulizing. You can't do that with any other iodine, okay? Understand it disinfects the body. It'll disinfect COVID all the way to HIV virus, which there's real no such thing. It's just from the injection. Yeah, it is, from hepatitis injection. And it will dismantle it, okay, in 15 seconds, okay? All right, so you're doing that. What else?
I'm doing, my mind's a blank.
Critical
the minerals,
Yeah.
the vitamins. I don't.
You're
remember
doing the
name.
Perfect Day Multi?
Yes, yes.
Okay, our Perfect Day Multi has 150 different nutrients in it. It's totally organic and pure. Get on it for 1 week and then come off and then tell me that you didn't feel it.
And then the perfect brain. She's sharpest.
Our Perfect Brain is the best brain product, I think, on the market, okay? And just know we've been working on that for 3 years. And when people come off of it, they notice it right away, all right? Okay?
Amino acids.
She's on the
Which are
SON
really-
formula, and that's to keep her muscle tone as we are detoxifying her.
Right.
And if she takes 3 SON formula 20 minutes before she goes swimming, it will help to turn that into muscle better, okay? All right? And SON formula, when you take it, it's in your bloodstream for 2 hours. So just like they call them cancer patients, I call them stage 4 inflammation. In Europe, they take 20 a day, and the patients that were losing muscle because the cancer is eating up the muscle, okay, because it needs the lactic acid and the aminos. That's what cancer does, because you're on fire. It's not really cancer. They've got people taking 20, and they lose no muscle. So until they can get their immune system built up, because it's very hard to reverse somebody without amino acids, fatty acids, and minerals. You got to remember that. Okay.
Okay, when you first saw me, you said I was muscle wasting
Yes.
because I thought I could get the amino acids from eating meat only.
You can when you are under 30.
Right.
When you're under 30 years old, you can get it from meat. And when you're over, you know what? Because your digestive tract was beat up, right? I mean, your abdomen was really out there.
Yes.
Was out there, right? Okay. So now you're going to be digesting better, but you need to understand that if we actually drink our solids and chew our liquids. So drink our solids means that everything is liquefied that you put in your mouth, whether it's a piece of meat. You don't swallow it in chunks. Okay? And understand, when you're younger, you have been granted screw-ups, like 1 million. Now you're not granted any more screw-ups. If you haven't got it now, you're not going to get it. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right. Yep. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
And we have no teeth in our tummy. Guess what?
Yeah, unless you want to swallow a pair of dentures.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And
Yeah.
understand something. If you don't eat right, you won't have any teeth in your stomach, and that is your hydrochloric acid that will neutralize all that bacteria, fungus, and parasites that come in if you were healthy. Mm-hmm. So now you don't have to worry about anything getting past your stomach into your small intestine. And that's why, have you been nauseous yet?
A little.
When you're nauseous, you need to do therapeutic vomiting.
Okay.
I know you're putting it off. But when you feel a little bit nauseous, you do therapeutic vomiting. Nobody gets this. Front door stomach, back door large intestine. Ultimate coffee enema for the large intestine to purge the large intestine, and daily cleansing tea black gold to get it back in shape, and also purging the liver. But the stomach, the only way you can clean the stomach out is to do therapeutic vomiting. Go check it in my Perfect Day Guide at pdgfree.com, or go to the Evolve section of the Braveheart Nation app and actually watch the videos on how to do it. And then tell me I've got a screw loose. I'm not. This is not about bulimia training. This is actually about you, okay, restoring your stomach. That's how you restore your stomach. If you do this, you're going to find you're not going to have a burning throat. You're not going to have a headache. If you want to get rid of stage 4 inflammation, if you want to get rid of migraines, if you want to get rid of pain throughout your body, if you want your energy to come back, if you want to be able to digest properly, if you want to get rid of acid indigestion, okay, that's what you got to do. I mean, some of you have hiatal hernia because you've been pushing your diaphragm, which is underneath your ribs, down to try to get that last little turd out because you're so constipated. And you push it down so much over the years that the stomach valve pops up above the diaphragm. And guess what? Guess what I'm doing on Thursday? I'm going in to do a hiatal hernia release and a heart release for her.
Yeah.
And she's so excited. Not. But when I finish, wait till she tells you how much love she feels for herself, because the heart is the emotional organ. And whether you believe it or not, if you look at anybody, even if they're right-handed, you lay them down on their back, and 9 out of 10 people, even though this is the prominent side, the right side, the left side is anywhere from a 1/4 inch to 1.5 inches higher than the other side because of all of the scar tissue and all the protection you need for your heart, because you've been trying to get love from everybody else and it ain't working, so you got a nakey breaky heart, and that's why country and western is so popular. So understand that. So my heart's in pieces. My heart is empty. She broke my heart. He broke my heart. I would die for you. Oh, you really? Thank you. I'm gonna run. Okay, thanks. See you later. Okay? You know, we've all been taught that we need to get our love from everybody else, and if we just loved, honored, and respected ourselves, guess what? The game's over. And guess what? We put those billionaire, psycho, elite people back on their heels because they think we need them. They think that we're broken. They think that we're all victims. Guess what? We got something coming for them, and that's called Braveheart Nation. So they better watch their asses too. Okay? Understand, we're not putting up with this shit. Let me tell you something right now. I don't care if I swore. This is my planet. This is her planet. This is her planet. It's not their planet.
No, it's not.
Okay? All right. Now I'm going to get back on track again. I said what I needed to.
Miracle Molecule, C60.
Yeah, she's on C60.
Oh, yes.
So today
Yes.
I've been doing the
C60.
Miracle Molecule, which is hemp C60 and it's MCT C60, 270 times stronger in vitamin C. Strongest antioxidant in the world. Will totally reestablish your brain, and it will totally reestablish your whole digestive tract and gut. Today I already sipped on 1 ounce, and I'm going gurgly, but I just sip on it throughout the day. But I told her to work up to 2 ounces, and if she did that, we can reconstruct the whole area. Whether you believe this or not, I have people coming to me with rectal cancer, colon cancer, Crohn's disease, colitis, diverticulitis, okay, stomach ulcers. You want me to keep going from the mouth to the rectum? Okay, our Miracle Molecule will kick butt. It will heal everything in the intestines, right down to the second brain, which is your large intestine, but it will actually restore your eyesight. Her eyesight will be better because of the Tesla light wear. She's not getting blue light poison, but guess what? C60 will actually go in and repair the brain. And when it does that, you repair the eyes. I know, how many people know that 95 to 98% of all eye problems is because of blue light poisoning? It's been around for 27 years. 27 years. That's the computer part. But the TV was here before then. And understand, everybody's been blue light poisoned. You know what? You're not fat, you're blue light poisoned. You're not dumb, you're blue light poisoned. You don't have an autoimmune disease, you're blue light poisoned. All of these turbo diseases and even turbo cancer, it's blue light poisoning. And you better get that. It's not just from the V. Think about how many hours people are on. This is the first time that I have worn my glasses like this because it's darker here. But I wear my Tesla eyewear all the time, don't I?
Yep.
And understand something. I love, honor, and respect this guy. You know, guess what? If you're young enough, I'll talk to you when I'm 110. And you know I'm going to pull it off.
Tell them which Tesla you're talking about now.
Oh, the real Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who built the Tesla car, he's a fraud, okay? He's also a global elitist, and he's pulling everybody's pants down. And he's the same guy. I'm going to play a video for you where he's quirking out, okay, because he did his own damn experiment and put the chip in. And understand something. He's gonna chip, are you ready for this? I hope you like this one. 80% of all teenagers, okay, that are around the age of 12 right now are gonna be chipped, okay? Because they've all blue lighted themselves. They've all numbed themselves out. They're all poisoned, okay, by processed food, glyphosate, antibiotics. The parents don't know how to feed their children. The children don't have a chance, okay? And I don't really care what people think, because people really don't think. And the reality is hardly, I haven't met a set of parents that actually knew how to love themselves and feed themselves to feed their children. It was very rare. I've met a few unicorns. But the reality is this, whether you believe it or not, we are going into AI. I'm not having anything to do with it. I've got a little robot thing that goes on in my pool. What a great job it does. That's as far as I'm going. That's as far as I'm going. And you know, this chat, what's it called? Chat GBT. Chat GBT. Yeah, guess what?
Yeah.
You're all getting sucked in. Isn't it nice to have somebody think for you? I will never do it. I will never use it. Never do it. I will never use it. This is all part of the game, okay? Guess what? Convenience is the killer, all right? Okay, our kids they can't write. They can't do proper math. They don't know how to do a business. They don't know how to love themselves. They don't know how to feed themselves. And guess what? They lost themselves during COVID. They've lost the heart. The heart ripped right out of them. Do you know that I was doing 5 to 10, okay, teenage interventions for suicide during the whole COVID? Yeah. Every week I still do interventions for teenagers, okay? And that's the deal. That's the deal. They had their youth robbed, okay? And remember something, teenagers today, children from the age of 8 years old and up have less sunlight and outdoor time than prisoners, okay, that are been put away for murder.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so there's the murder. Welcome to the real world. And we all need a wake-up call. So you might think I'm an extremist. You might think, oh, he's angry. No, I'm not angry. Okay, guess what? I'm fighting for the children, okay? I'm fighting for the children because the parents aren't showing up. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. We're at DOD5Star here in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. And understand something. We proved it, didn't we? Right?
Yes.
We prove it here all the time, and that's it.
And she's not the only one.
No, she's not, and it's going to be continual.
Yeah.
And it's not just me. It's I've got to do a DOD Power Pack every second Tuesday. Okay, all right. Join us, and then listen to the testimonials. Okay, just remember something. We can reverse the irreversible. We can make the impossible possible. And understand something. They lied to us. Okay, and they're harvesting us. So don't forget that. I'm not going to harvest anything. I'm going to give you your self-love and self-care. You need to become your own practitioner, your own hero. Rita, is there anything you'd like to say about them coming and visiting you in Kelowna, British Columbia?
Well, if you guys are ready for transformation and self-care, self-love, 3, 2, 1, we got this. You got this. Yeah, look me up and then come to beautiful British Kelowna. Beautiful British Columbia.
And they do all the same thing there. Yeah. It's not where you stay, but it's we definitely, you can always go and get an Airbnb and come and then find out how you can bring the thunder down and become the hero of your story. 3, 2, 1. We got this, Brave Hearts.
We got this.
We do.
We
do.
got it.
She does. She does.
She does.